Okay, I just saw Ghost Rider 2: Spirit of Vengeance, and I thought I'd go ahead and give everybody my thoughts on it. So if you want the review, I'll give my thoughts on it right now. Once I'm done, I will go through the movie as best I can. There are no plots or anything like that online, so I'm going by memory here. So I may forget some stuff that happens, but I will try and go through the entire movie. So there will be spoilers later on. But as far as my thoughts on the movie, it was okay. Definitely, I would definitely wait for the DVD unless you are a huge Ghost Rider fan or just want to see a lot of goofy Nicolas Cage. If you're a fan of goofy Nicolas Cage faces, then go see this movie because there are a ton of those. But as far as the movie itself, it was pretty good. Some of it's cheesy, some of it's goofy, but the action's pretty good. The the graphics and the special effects are great. So I have no problem with that. It looked like a pretty big budget movie, so I did enjoy it. It had some good stuff. It had a cool villain in it, and yeah, I thought it was fine. I would definitely wait for the DVD though. There's no need to go and pay theater price to see this unless, like I said, you're a huge fan of Ghost Rider. So I think anybody on the fence about it can probably wait for the DVD release and will not feel like they missed out on anything. Um, Now, into the movie. Like I said, I'm going off memory here, so bear with me. It opens up, and it doesn't really say anything. It just said Marvel Knights, and I thought this was a movie trailer for like 5 minutes. And then I realized this is the actual movie. But there's this black guy. He's a French priest named Monroe, I believe. And he's going into this church to try and warn them, and he says the devil's after this kid. And then there's this thug guy and his group of assassins, and they're after this kid for some reason. So then they have like this big shootout fight with the Monroe trying to save the kid, but the kid's mother thinks he's after the kid too, so she's shooting at him, and it just kind of is a big car chase, gunfight in the beginning of the movie. Then we see Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, and it's Nicolas Cage, and he's talking about how he's got this curse and he hates it, and he spends all this time trying to keep the rider locked up. And Monroe goes to see him and says, "I'll make you a deal. If you rescue this kid, me and my priest friends will remove the Ghost Rider curse from you." So he agrees, and he goes off to rescue the kid. Um, the bad guys shoot him with grenade launchers and a ton of bullets, and then the next thing we see, he wakes up in the hospital. So they're successful. They kidnap the kid. Ghost Rider's injured. He's in the hospital, but he's healing really quickly. And he did take 2 grenade shots to the chest and some bullets, but I'll tell you why that's weird in a minute. So he sees the kid's mother outside. And we come to find out that, like Ghost Rider, she also sold her soul to the devil because she was in an accident. She was about to die, so she sold her soul to the devil in order to live. And as Nicolas Cage puts it, she became the devil's baby mama. So her son is half devil, half human. So they try to track down the kid, but the devil puts a block on him so Ghost Rider can't track him. So they have to track down the criminal, the boss guy, the bad guy. And they eventually track him down, and they find out that he's going to be at some warehouse. And he's there buying more weapons from this other guy in order to fight the Ghost Rider if he comes back. So Ghost Rider shows up while they're buying these weapons, and he gets hit with even more crap here. Like missiles, tons of bullets. He fights off all the bad guys. He turns a crane buzzsaw piece of construction equipment into a flaming crane buzzsaw piece of instruction equipment. And that was pretty cool. And he fights off all these bad guys, and they get the kid back. And when he turns back into Johnny Blaze, he's fine. This part I didn't understand. When he gets hit with 2 grenades and some bullets, he's in the hospital, near death. This time he gets hit with missiles and way more bullets, and he's fine the next day. So I thought that was goofy. But he starts to get close to the kid and tells him that, we have these curses, but it's not who we really are. And he starts to get closer to him, and Monroe comes back, and he says he's offering a place where they can keep the kids safe until this planet alignment moon stuff passes, and the kid can no longer be useful to the devil or something. So they agree to take him to this priest fortress, and it's also where Ghost Rider can get the curse lifted. So they show up, and meanwhile, when they're on their way there, we see the crime boss, and he's working for the devil, and the devil shows up, and he says, "You failed in getting the boy," and he says, "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm dead," and then he dies. And the devil uses his power to bring him back to life. And then he's got this bleach blonde hair, his face is all white, and he now has powers too. He can make the surrounding area dark so that the person he's fighting can't see anything, and he can also decay stuff. Like if he picks up a piece of wood, it rots. If he picks up an apple, it rots. So he can rot humans into just nothing. So it's a pretty cool power. He's a good villain. And he cracks some one-liners, like when he goes to get the kid, he's picking up food and trying to eat it, but he can't eat it because it always decays. The only thing he is able to actually eat is a Twinkie. So that was kind of funny. But anyway, Ghost Rider, Monroe, the boy, and his mother arrive at the priest area. And Monroe takes Ghost Rider, and he actually is successful in removing the Ghost Rider spirit from him. And he explains that the Ghost Rider spirit was an angel of justice, but it was tricked and sent to hell and brainwashed, and it became crazy, and when it was released, it became the Ghost Rider spirit of vengeance. It just lusted to punish evildoers rather than wanting to protect good people. So they removed the curse of the Ghost Rider, so Johnny Blaze has no powers now. And it turns out that the priest did not want to protect the boy, they want to kill the boy. So they're about to kill him, and all of a sudden the guy with the decaying powers shows up, and he kills off all the priests, and he kidnaps the boy. So Ghost Rider, Monroe, and the boy's mother have to go to this ceremony where the devil is attempting to transfer his essence into this boy, who is his son. So they show up to this place, and all these politicians and lawyers are there for this huge ceremony. And the devil explains to the boy that it's like having a flamethrower made out of paper mache. He has all this power, but since he's trapped in a human body, he can't use it because it'll burn up the body. So he needs the boy's body, because then he can use the power as much as he wants, since it's half devil, half human, and he won't have to worry about burning up the power, or the body. So Monroe says that in order to get in, he's going to go in the front, guns blazing, and basically sacrifice himself while Ghost Rider gets the boy, and the boy's mother stays outside with a sniper rifle. So they're in the process of the ceremony, and the devil's just about transferred his body into the boy when Monroe comes down, and he just starts shooting all these satanic ceremony people, and eventually the boss guy, who's been turned into the decaying monster guy, shows up, and he kills Monroe, which sucks because Monroe was one of the coolest characters in the movie. And they go to kill Ghost Rider next, and Ghost Rider's powerless now. He lost his powers, and the boy looks at him, and he says, he looks at the devil, and he says, "You said we have the same powers, right? Like father, like son?" And he puts the spirit of vengeance back into Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze turns into Ghost Rider. He kicks all their asses. It was really cool. Then the devil escapes with the boy, and they're on this big car chase. Ghost Rider turns a Hummer into a flaming Hummer, and then when he hits another Hummer, it just explodes. It was pretty cool. He has the final battle with the decaying guy on the hood of a car, and he kills him, and then the devil's car, he runs off the side of the road, so the devil and the boy are hurt, and he sends the devil back to hell with his chains. He kind of throws him up in the air and says, "Go back home." And we see the devil get sent back to hell, and then Ghost Rider and the boy's mother are standing over the boy, and she's crying because it looks like he's dead. And then Ghost Rider says, I can feel the angel." And he takes his glove off, and he's got this skeleton hand, but instead of red flame, it's blue fire on his hand. And he touches the boy's face, and it heals the boy. And then the last thing we see is the Ghost Rider driving the motorcycle, but instead of being all red with flames, the flames are now blue. So he's more of the angel than he is the spirit of vengeance anymore. So that's Ghost Rider. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a fun little action superhero movie. It's not like a big budget Spider-Man. It's not like a big budget, Avengers or anything like that. But it was pretty good for what it was. And it was only, I think, the second movie released under Marvel Knights instead of Marvel Studios, which also brought Punisher 2 out on DVD. So this was a pretty good movie for them. I liked it. I liked Punisher 2, actually, the Warzone movie. But I thought this was a good movie, and I think that if you guys would want to go see it, then you should probably wait for the DVD, and then you'll be happy you waited. But it is a good movie to see, so when it's on DVD, I would definitely watch it. But as far as paying theater price, not worth it. Nicolas Cage he's Nicolas Cage. What more can I say? He's goofy. Some of the stuff he says in this movie will blow your mind. Just the way he delivers it. The way he delivers his lines is just crazy. So that's my review. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to be doing a lot more movie reviews on this channel, and I'm still going to be doing my wrestling reviews. So subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. Like the videos, leave some comments. If you have any requests for movies you'd like me to see or DVDs to rent, leave me the request, and I will definitely try and do those movies. I had a request this week for Paranormal Activity 3, and I went ahead and did the entire series, 1, 2, and 3. So leave some requests if you guys have any, and thanks for listening. Bye.